Today I'm going to tell you how to create a professional JDK. Creating a professional Java development environment involves setting up a robust setup for efficient development, collaboration, testing, and deployment. Here's a step-by-step guide. 1. Choose a reliable IDE. Select an integrated development environment, IDE, such as IntelliJ IDEA, Eclipse, or NetBeans. These IDEs offer advanced features like code completion, debugging tools, version control integration, and support for various frameworks and technologies. 2. Version control with Git. Set up version control for your project using Git. Create a repository on a platform like GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket to track changes, collaborate with team members, and manage code effectively. 3. Dependency management. Utilize a dependency management tool like Apache, Maven, or Gradle to manage project dependencies and automate build processes. These tools simplify the process of including libraries and external dependencies in your project. 4. Code quality tools. Integrate code quality tools such as SonarQube or CheckStyle into your development workflow. These tools help enforce coding standards, identify potential issues, and ensure code quality throughout the development process. 5. Unit testing. Implement unit tests using a testing framework like Junit or TestNG. Write automated tests to verify the functionality of individual components and ensure the reliability of your codebase. 6. Continuous integration / continuous deployment, C/CD. Set up a C/CD pipeline using tools like Jenkins, Travis C, or Circle C. Automate the process of building, testing, and deploying your application to streamline development workflows and ensure consistent quality. 7. Logging and monitoring. Incorporate logging frameworks like Log4j or SLF4j to facilitate debugging and monitoring of your application. Configure logging levels and output formats to capture relevant information for troubleshooting and analysis. 8. Security considerations. Address security concerns by implementing best practices such as input validation, authentication, authorization, and encryption. Stay updated on security vulnerabilities and apply patches or updates as necessary. 9. Documentation. Document your code, APIs, and project architecture using tools like Javadoc or Swagger. Maintain clear and comprehensive documentation to facilitate understanding, collaboration, and future maintenance. 10. Performance optimization. Profile and optimize your application for performance using tools like Visual VM or your kit. Identify bottlenecks, memory leaks, and inefficient algorithms to improve overall performance and scalability. By following these steps, you can create a professional Java development environment that promotes productivity, collaboration, code quality, and reliability throughout the software development lifecycle. Sure, here's an example of setting up a professional Java development environment using IntelliJ IDEA as the IDE, Git for version control, Apache Maven for dependency management, Junit for unit testing, and Jenkins for C/CD. 1. IDE. Download and install IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate Edition, which provides comprehensive features for Java development. 2. Version control. Create a new repository on GitHub to host your project. Clone the repository to your local machine using Git, and configure IntelliJ IDEA to use Git for version control. 3. Dependency management. Initialize a new Maven project within IntelliJ IDEA. Add dependencies for libraries or frameworks you plan to use in your project, for example, Spring Framework, Hibernate, etc., by editing the pom.xml file. 4. Unit testing. Write unit tests using Junit and add them to your project's source directory. Use IntelliJ IDEA's built-in support for running and debugging unit tests to ensure the reliability of your code. 5. Continuous integration/continuous deployment. Set up a Jenkins server for C/CD. Configure Jenkins to automatically build, test, and deploy your application whenever changes are pushed to the Git repository. Use plugins like Maven Integration plugin to integrate with Maven for build automation. 6. Logging and monitoring. Incorporate a logging framework like Log4j into your project. Configure logging levels and appenders to capture relevant information and output it to log files. Consider using monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana for performance monitoring and analysis. 7. Security. Implement security measures such as input validation, authentication, and authorization in your application code. Utilize security libraries like Spring Security to simplify the implementation of security features. 8. Documentation. Generate API documentation using tools like JavaDoc. Write clear and concise comments in your code to document its functionality and usage. Host the documentation on a platform like GitHub Pages for easy access by developers. 9. Performance optimization. Profile your application using tools like Visual VM to identify performance bottlenecks. Optimize critical sections of your code and database queries to improve overall performance and scalability. By following these steps and leveraging the tools mentioned, you can create a professional Java development environment that promotes collaboration, code quality, and efficiency throughout the development lifecycle.